Hello my friend, Jean-Serge Gagnon here. Welcome to BooManager tutorial number, I think it's number 10. So this is going to be an advanced tutorial. It's going to be about the advanced features of BooManager, the kinds of things you can do with it that are, not necessarily something you'd automatically guess, or anyways, it's just part of the stuff that I put together that I really liked to do it for. So let's get right to it. So basically what we're doing here is we're going to go to BooManager. We're going to be logged in and we're going to browse through. So for example, here's the thing. So you're going through the home page and you're looking at the featured Snapchat users, and you're seeing some of them. You're saying, oh, this person here is somebody that I've actually already have on my phone. So then you would just click on the friend here, which would make them green, so that way you know that they're your friend. And then you can put a quick note like this. You say met in Vegas. Oops. And then you just click on the outside of the page or just press enter. You can also give them a high five like this, which is a kind of like a hey, yahoo kind of thing, right? And if you click on their actual picture here, it'll take you to their profile page, so where you can see the notes that you put in, right? You can add more notes. The other thing too is that you can see up here all other Snapchat users that were part of the search over there. So you can click directly on one of these. It'll skip over to that person, right? You can click around. It'll go back and forth between them, or you can use these arrows to go to the next one, right? So you kind of browse through them and look through things. So the other thing is, you'll notice up top here, you're going to see the names of the Snapchat users that you've looked at already. And the other, well, anyway, so that's the basics of browsing around. If you go to the search page, you'll see that you've got some search filters here. You can do categories, so you can go like this. You can choose a category in here, right, which will show you all the users of that particular category, right? You can, if you go back to all users, you can go straight to a page, through your list here. You can go straight to this page here. And then you can say filter. You can say and mostly speaks is equal to English, and you can say and the age range is not equal to unspecified. So that means just users that have set up their profile, and then that gives you the list of people that have done that. You can do the same over here. You can say and display name contains Bob, and then it'll show you just the Bob. I mean, there's only one. So now the other thing you'll notice here is that oh, actually this is not a good example, so let me just, so the other thing you can do is right over here, you see the clear all right underneath the filters. That'll just erase all these. You can also remove some of these filters, which will give you display name contains Bob. It'll give you all the Bobs, right? Now so now you'll see that these are all, because these are all Snapchat that haven't put up their face in the snap code yet. So but they're still it's gonna, can't really tell the difference, right? But anyways, so that's once everybody puts their profile and their picture, it'll of course look better. Okay, so if we go back to the search, whenever we go back to the search, the previous search is always saved. So you'll see that the name contains Bob is still there. If I had changed the profile, the category to everyday life, and then I went home, and then I came back to search, that would still be there, everyday life, right? The other thing you can see here, you can see the friends. So if I were to say that this is my friend, this is my friend, this is my friend, this is my friend. So the idea is that you'd be adding these people to your Snapchat on your phone, right? Or they would already be on your phone because you're going through your list of friends and you're just synchronizing them, right? So that allows you to see. Now if I reload the page here, you'll see that it says that now I reported 6 friends, right? And then I gave 2 boos a high five. Now that's, you know, if I do this, you see 5 now, and you can also see how many bad codes. If somebody's a bad code, you would click on that, that would give it a red. The reason you do that is because you do this only if this is a bad code, which means it's when you try to scan it, Snapchat gives you an error. And the reason why you do that is because, you know, there's 10,000 codes in here, and sometimes accounts get disabled. So if you're trying to add somebody and the code is bad, you're going to want to flag it as a bad code so that others don't have to go through they won't even see it if you flag it as bad code. So just keep that in mind. I mean, there's going to be a process in place so that the person's going to get notified that you mark them as a bad code. So if that's not true, then they can you know, go through a process to make sure that their code is reactivated. Right now it's not like that, but you can't just make anybody a bad code, right? It's got to be a valid reason. And you click back, it'll go back to good code if you click on the bad code again. Now the other thing is, if you look at this user here, we're going to see down here there's also an include logs. This will let us see what you also did when you gave them a high five, when you gave them a set it as bad code, as good code with the date stamp of when that happened, right? So, you know, that's basically it. You just go through, you browse, and you find new users, and add them, and you mark them as friends, and you create notes, and you can, you know, visit their social media sites. If you click on this, it'll open up this person's, you know, Pinterest profile. If you click, you know, on there, it'll be their Twitter profile, etc. Right? So that's kind of how that works. And well, I hope you you enjoyed this. Now make sure you go to BooManager.com and you get yourself registered. Create yourself a profile on there. Okay, do that now. Have a great day.